Hi, I'm Steve. You're watching Gear Stuff and Things, and today on the channel we are going to check out this super cool delay pedal from the fine folks at Dolamo, better known as Amazon.com. So let's get into it. All right, so some of you may have seen my previous video on the Dolamo overdrive I did on Christmas Day. If you haven't, I'll put a card up there for you so you can go check it out. This one's a little hard on the camera. It's very bright in person, so it doesn't like my lighting situation. So I'll put some B-roll of the pedal up there for you. But it is essentially their response to the carbon copy, or say the Octopus. It's listed as a delay. It mentions it being kind of in the analog world in the description. However, I don't know if that's true of any of these pedals. I don't feel like the Octopus is an analog delay pedal, and I don't feel like the carbon copy is an analog delay pedal. It is definitely simulating the feel of analog, but it's clearly digital. They're both digital pedals that claim to be analog. Either way, I'm not naysaying that. I'm just telling you what we got here, which is another one of those, something that's designed to sound like analog delay, but it is clearly very digital, and you will see that in my little tinkering here in a second. Alright, so let's hear the clean tone before I kick in the pedal and we start having a listen to what it does. So here is my clean signal. This is a Telecaster Custom on the bridge pickup. We are running it into the Line 6 HX Stomp in the Princess model. So that is essentially their Fender Princeton mod, and this is the Fender Princeton 110 cab there. So let's just hear the clean tone. Sorry for my rambling. So perfectly usable clean tone, really good sounding. Sounds great with a Telecaster. No flourishes or anything there. There's no reverb, just a clean tone. So let's go ahead and kick on the Dolamo and see what that brings to the table. Alright, so what I'm hearing is a little bit of degradation in the repeats. So as each repeat goes, it seems to be a little less of the fidelity, and it kind of breaks down and gets a little bit more distorted, which I kind of dig personally. I know some folks are really into super pristine delays and repeats, and this is probably not the pedal for you. Just with this being my first impression of it, I've never plugged it in until just now. I have not heard it at all. So your first impression is my first impression, which is kind of the idea of this video anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm hearing, and let's go ahead and tweak it a little bit. So I'm going to keep the mix and the repeats right where they are. I'm going to turn down the time a little bit, because for me personally, when I'm doing some sort of single note stuff, sometimes just having a slight bit of delay or a slapback on it is really nice to bring things to the surface. So let's hear what that sounds like with this guitar. Super usable, great sounding. So far, my impressions are cool. I think it would work well in many settings. Again, if you're someone who likes those super clean repeats, this may not be your jam, because they clearly do degrade as they repeat. But I think that's pretty cool. So let's increase the repeats all the way. Maybe put a little bit more of the mix in. We'll keep the time right where it is. Let's just see what we get. Pretty cool, wild stuff. weird kind of in a tube sound going. Kind of like a weird, super fast reverb. It's very strange, but yeah. Another cool, weird, usable tone. Let's increase the time quite a bit and then back off the repeats. Maybe we'll increase that mix. Let's just see what we get. Time back to medium here. We'll increase, or well, let's increase the repeats. We'll almost get rid of them. Just see what we get. All right, and that is the pedal. That is the tone you can get out of it, the multiple tones you can get out of it. Can't really say anything bad about it. I think it's an incredible pedal. The fact that you can spend $24 and add some sort of new color to your palette is pretty amazing. If you're someone who is just starting out and you're not certain what pedal you want to go with, you want delay and you want to try it and see if it's for you, this might be a good option to just kind of dive into that world if you're really not too familiar with it. And if you decide you like it and you love this pedal and maybe you want something a little nicer, then maybe you can upgrade as time goes on, but at least this will get you in the door. Don't put your stink eyes on cheap pedals, because cheap pedals rule. There's a lot of great cheap pedals out there. There's a lot of pedals that started out fairly inexpensive that over time became worth something, solely based on the fact that they sound amazing. So you may be on to something that's really amazing. Honestly, if you're someone who got those early Amazon guitar pedals, the Amazon Basics guitar pedals, those aren't even on the site anymore, so those actually may be worth something down the line. But the Dolamo stuff is very well made, sounds great, emulates some pretty cool pedals that are already out there on the major market. And honestly, for about $100, you could make a really cool little pedal board that kind of span the gamut of tones and options and stuff. So can't say enough great things about cheap and effective guitar pedals. So I appreciate you watching, as always. I really appreciate you even swinging by here and seeing what I'm up to. I hope you are all doing well. I want to say thank you to the recent subscribers. There's been a pretty significant jump in the last few months, and I'm very grateful, and can't wait to do more stuff for you and hopefully keep you all very happy and entertained here on Gear Stuff and Things. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the button down there and subscribe. Make sure you click on the bell so you get notifications every time a new video goes up, as well as smashing that like button, because those likes help me move up throughout the weird sea that is the algorithm of YouTube to put me in front of more folks that might be like-minded like yourself and me, and perhaps we can, find a common denominator here with all of our gear stuff and things. Is that enough, wordplay and tying the name of my YouTube channel into the video? I think it is. Either way, all of the audio you've heard for my voice today is the wonderful PreSonus PD70. If you haven't checked out my video on that, I will put a card up for that as well. An amazing mic, and yeah, there's a whole video about it, so check that out. Until next time, it's been me, it's been you, it's always you. You are the whole reason this channel continues to be a thing. And this is Gear Stuff and Things. I am back home in Canada in my studio, so that means I am back to making videos on the reg. So yeah, bye.